Welcome to the Empowered Women Wellness Project YouTube channel, Cooking Corner. Today, I'm going to be making a delicious and simple hummus right in the blender. So all you're going to need to get started is 2 cans of chickpeas, garbanzo beans, whatever you like to call them. I'm using organic, but you do whatever works best for you. So you just place that right into your blender. Make sure that you do reserve about 1/3 cup of the actual liquid from your chickpea can, because that's going to be used in the recipe itself. So that's what I have right in here. You're just going to put that right in. I do personally reserve a little bit extra because depending on your blender settings, you might need a little bit more just to get everything moving with the actual blade inside. So we'll put that aside. If we need it, we'll use it. You're also going to do 1/2 cup of tahini right in there. I love tahini. I don't know if you do. Oh, the smell is so good. It's made with sesame seeds, just so you know. So it's a little bit lighter than peanut butter, but it has a basically the same, similar texture, I would say. Then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil right inside. Now, another thing I love about this recipe is that we don't use any seed oils. And unfortunately, checking packages in the supermarket of all the different types of hummuses that they have, I was pretty shocked to see that they were using seed oils in there. I really assumed, and shame on me for assuming, but I had assumed that they wouldn't be using anything but extra virgin olive oil, but I was sadly disappointed when I noticed that they were using that. So that's when I started to make my own hummus, and that's when I found this recipe. So I do make this during my meal prep about once a week. It makes a very nice amount of hummus, so you could always half the recipe if you want to and have a little bit less. You're gonna go for 2 cloves of garlic. So I have the already minced type. So 1 teaspoon of the already minced is equivalent to 1 clove of garlic. So we're gonna go for 2. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh. Love the smell of garlic too. I don't know if you do. If you like garlic a lot, go ahead. You could always add a little bit more, right? The beauty of these recipes is that you can always adjust them to your taste profile. And then we're going to do the juice of 2 lemons. So 2 to 3 tablespoons is equivalent to the juice of 1 lemon when you're using one of these little squeezy bottles. So I love a lemony hummus, so I'm going to be nice and generous. Or should we do 1 more for good luck? I think so. Right inside. There we go. And then always make sure that you have your salt. So you're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I actually forgot my salt. And this is what it's like when you cook with me. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to head right back to the cabinet here. You know, we were having a conversation off camera about how I'm a little bit like Julia Child in some ways, where my kitchen might be a little bit messy. Things might not always go exactly as we plan, but it's always a good time. And then that's gonna go right inside. And you're all set, that's it. So simple. These are probably ingredients too you might already have in your pantry. So we're gonna go ahead, hit the power button, hit that little smoothie button, as you already may know from another one of the recipes that I've done here. My blender can be a little bit finicky, so let's see what happens. We're gonna hit the smoothie mode, and we're gonna go for it. There, ooh, that was nice, actually. All right, she's not letting me down today. With this recipe, all your friends are gonna go home with a little bit of hummus when they like it, when you bring it to the next party. So that's it. I'm gonna pop it off. I'm gonna show you the beautiful texture of that, nice and creamy. And then all you're gonna have to do is grab one of your favorite little bowls, dishes, however you like to serve it, and look at how smooth and creamy that comes out. Oh. And that smell of tahini, there is nothing better. Look at how, I'm telling you, I know I keep mentioning this, but it's just so simple to make. And you know, you buy a container of hummus in the store, You're spending sometimes upwards of $5, $6 to get it organic, but look at how much you just made. This is actually 2 nice sized servings of hummus that last me about a week or 2. And if you want, you can even take one of the servings, like one of these ramekins if you want, and throw it right in your freezer so you always have it on hand. When I'm serving it, I like to make it look a little bit fancy, so I sprinkle it with, whoops! And here comes Julia Childs. I like to sprinkle it with a little bit of paprika, just to make it look a little bit fancier. And I do like the taste of paprika also. And then a little bit of parsley. And that's it. Look at how beautiful that looks. The next time you go to a party, bring this. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I don't know. If you make the recipe, please take a moment, leave a comment below, and maybe share a picture and let me know if you like it. And let me know how you serve it and what all your friends say. If you had fun with me today, please make sure that you like, follow, subscribe, and maybe share this recipe with somebody in your life who would enjoy it just as much as we do. As always, Lauren and I love to hear your feedback, so please share, maybe slide into our DMs, let us know what's going on and what you'd like to see next. Until we meet again, happy eating.